What's up, everybody? JBoogieGamerZ here. Here I want to talk to you guys about something, how I started gaming, and my story through gaming. So it all started, back in 2009. I got my first two consoles. It was a PS1 and a PS2. I was 4 years old at the time, and the first game I ever played was Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition for the PS2, and then I eventually got Crash Bandicoot for the PS1. So Christmas of 2012, this is where I really started to get into gaming, right? I got my first PS3. It was a 60 gigabyte backwards compatible PS3 that I got refurbished from GameStop. And I also got the same year a glossy black Xbox 360 Slim. And that was the first 360 I had. So the PS3 was a very big part of my childhood, and it lasted a very long time for one of the launch PS3s, especially from GameStop, which probably had a darn bolt mod done on it or something, which is what GameStop's known to do. So, the first game I got for my PS3 was Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty 4. And World at War. And those are the games that really, I was a big fan of. I'm not really as good at them now as I used to be as far as multiplayer goes. But, so I was basically, just one day I came home from school, right? And I boot up my PS3, my good old fashioned RCA box TV I had at the time. It was a big black box TV. It was an RCA. Fun fact, that thing exploded. I boot up, played some Modern Warfare 2, and I had a blast that day, and a couple months later, I get Midnight Club LA for PS3. Probably one of my all-time favorite games for PS3. And then December of 2013 comes. This is where things really changed for me. I got Minecraft Xbox 360 edition for my glossy black Xbox 360 Slim. And this is where I got introduced into Stampy Longhead, aka Stampy Longnose. That YouTuber was a very big part of my childhood, and I watched him for hours on end, and I loved it. I loved watching his videos. And I eventually was really wanting to be a YouTuber, but as, having a father who was not the greatest, didn't let me have one. Now, I'm not going to go through the full story of him because it's not really something I want to talk about after what happened in my life. But, so I played Minecraft 360 Edition, and I remember actually recording some videos on my DS at the time. I think it was a 3DS, which I think I got back in. No, it was a 2DS. I got that back in like 2014, so I got that later on in there, and I was recording videos on my 2DS trying to like mimic Stampy. Well, not mimic, but make videos like he did. So then we fast forward later on 2014. I got my childhood PS4, which was a really good console. I mean, I love the PS4, and I also got the Wii U at the same time. So I got the Wii U on December 25th, which was my Christmas, and then I also got the PS4 on December 30th, which was my birthday. And that was my OG PS4. I think it wasn't It was a little bit older than the model I have now. It was a CUH-1001A, so it was like one of the launch units. But it wasn't like a launch unit. It was still one of the OG models, but it wasn't like a day one unit.
Okay.
So, you fast forward to around 2016 is when, my childhood PS3 bite the dust, but I still had my PS4 at the time, so, I was still enjoying that like heck. And then, I 2018 came, I got my first Xbox One, which was the Xbox One S. And that's when I started to really get into gaming, and, I, hold on a second. So, I got into a lot of games. I got into, like, Halo Master Chief Collection. I got into, like, GTA 5, that was another one of the games. GTA 4, because it was backwards compatible, because back in 2017, my 360 red ringed. Then, this is basically where I'm at my current moment, where I started my YouTube channel, and that was sort of a big thing. How I really got into gaming, like, that's what I was, like, mostly into gaming, like, more than I've ever been. So then I started to gain like a console collection throughout the years. I got another PS4 to replace my old one. I got a PS3 at 360, and Uncle Kirk, he gave me the Xbox Series X, which I love this thing to death. I'm hoping to get games for it eventually. And then I got my HP computer, which that wasn't my first computer I live streamed on. My first computer was actually a really old one. I think it was an Asus was my first computer. And that one wasn't really powerful. It wasn't really a good computer. Had a lot of issues with it. I think I got it refurbished off of Amazon. It was extremely slow. It was so slow at the point where I had to like uninstall Windows 10 and put Windows 7 on it because of how slow it was. And even Windows 7 was too slow, so I put Windows Vista. And I'm not really a fan of Windows 10 or 11 anyways. That's why I still use Vista to this day. But my computer now is still one of the best computers I ever had. It has an SSD in it. Has an i7 6th gen with a GTX 745. It's a really good computer, and that's basically the story about my gaming, story about how I got into gaming, how I started my YouTube channel, how, that's how I am now, and I really love this life, I really love all the systems I have. I love my family. I love my fans who, been there for me, all my fans who's been watching my videos and stuff, and, all the support I've been getting. I really love it. And thank you guys very much, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out and bye.